Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. I know nobody's here right now, so I can have a little bit of fun. Make sure I don't have any audio, visual problems. Check, check, check. Make sure it doesn't, you know, echo. Yeah, that's the word. Echo. Okay. Woo. Coffee. This is kind of weird. I know. It's pop up. I was thinking I was going to be on the morning show, the aquatic morning show, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I thought I was going to be there with Jess and Dee Dee, and we'd be hanging out, talking fish and shrimps and aquashella and pain and how we get over our soreness from the weekend. But Jess isn't feeling well. Well, she doesn't have a voice. Um, hey, what's going on, Joseph? She doesn't have a voice. So I was checking emails, I was texting her, and then I saw on the community tab that she wasn't going to stream. So I figured, hey, what the hey? Let me get on here and do some streaming because it's my birthday and I want some coffee. And I figured y'all wanted to hang out, maybe since there's nothing else to do, and we can have some fun. Hi, Brooke Lee. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Carrie. Gina. Hello. Peplin. Happy my birthday. Yay. I don't have a fancy birthday song or a twerking song that I could do, you know. Yeah, I know, Joseph, and I'm very, very sorry for your loss. Once I saw that on Facebook, I kind of figured you had other things to attend to. So maybe next time, you know. I didn't do much birthday partying anyways over the weekend, man. We were so stupid busy. After we ate Saturday night, I pretty much took the first bus back um, to the venue and got in my car and came home. Oh, you got your PRLs. That's right. While we were there, I had the opportunity to finally hand Brookley and Stephen P. the shrimp that they ordered because we got tired of me shipping them and they end up with shrimp soup. The heat was really bad, and I guess Stephen P. is the last stop on the UPS docket at the worst times in the afternoon where it's the hottest. So, yeah, not good for shrimpies. Postal service probably better, and hold at the post office is probably the best situation for him. Jamie A. Big 50? No way, man. It's the 20th anniversary of my 33rd birthday. Come on, man, get it right. I don't count anymore. It's anniversaries now. It's all anniversaries of my 33rd birthday. So it's the big 2-0. Woohoo! Hi, Jenny Lynn. Thank you very much. I love shrimp. Whew. It was so much fun. What did y'all eat this year? We ate actually the same thing as last year. It was the same catering service, Pecan Lodge. And I know it's a catering service because I used to know the pitmaster at Pecan Lodge. And then he went off to France and opened up a barbecue pit in France. It was amazing. But anyways, yeah, so it was barbecue. But this year, it was much better than last year's. Last year's, I was not happy with what we were served. I don't know what it was. The There was too much rosemary or thyme or something on the chicken, and it wasn't good at all. I didn't like it. But this year, the brisket, the pulled pork, the chicken was outstanding. It was awesome, and I got to eat. Y'all probably heard yesterday, but I got to eat sitting next to Master Dean, and wow, And it was one of those things where I didn't really understand the magnitude of what was happening until I was done, and it was like almost time to leave, and I'm sitting there going, I'm sitting next to Master Dean. Holy cow. So I started asking him a few questions. He started showing me pictures on his phone of his German Ram breeding, because I had already told him that I'd love to get my grubby hands on some of his black Rams. Ugh, I just, and I can't have them. I just can't unless I go to Washington or know somebody in Washington that can go to the aquarium co-op and buy some and then ship them to me. But anyways, it was really cool sitting next to Master D. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Rico, happy my birthday, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sizzle chest. Hey, zipper chest. I'm in the zipper club. I love it. I didn't. I didn't before, but now I have grown to love my scars. Fishimon, good morning. Big Dog 35. Big Dog 35 always throw in some really excellent questions. John Larson, hello. Um, the best thing is that the water is good. Whatever that means for the specific strain that you have. They're a little bit hardier than the adults, but good clean water is one of them, and then making sure that they're able to eat. You don't want to just feed them the big regular shrimp foods that the big shrimp, pretty much they devour that, and the little babies have to sit off to the side and try to get whatever scraps. So I like to feed the water per se with food supplements. So, you know, powdered foods, Bacter AE, but just not too much. That's the flip side of, get it? Flip side. Um, that's the flip side of it, is that because the shrimplets are in there and sometimes you have a tendency to overfeed, then you can get ammonia spikes with uneaten foods. So you have to be really careful. That's why I only feed every couple of days. And when I have shrimplets, I make sure that I supplement with Bacter AE or shrimp baby, shrimp powdered foods. I love Dean. Yeah, no, it was awesome, dude. It was really cool getting to talk to Dean. Thunder Aquatics, pleasure meeting you. That was awesome. Silver Creek Aquarist, good morning. Bigfoot, cool, cool, cool. Man, and like I said, I saw that Jess wasn't streaming, so I figured, what the hey. I was kind of looking forward to getting on there and letting Jess play the happy birthday song for me at least once. She would have. Um, but hey, she did lose her voice. Wow. I mean, that just goes to tell you how big Aquashella was. And I really do think they did a phenomenal job putting it together. I mean, just unfortunately, I didn't get any time. I mean, almost zero time to get any footage and to walk around and talk to people. As a matter of fact, one of my really good friends, or not really good friends, we made we hit it off really well last year at Aquashella. She was in a booth across from me. She did her name is Lacree Fine Arts, Lisa, and she said that I look like one of the saltwater guys. She was like, "Oh my God, it's just uncanny." And she showed me a picture, and so it's kind of funny. I do look like him. So she started calling me Not Rich, because that's his name, is Rich. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not rich, but I was looking at it in money sense. I'm not rich." But anyways, I had meant to go see her because her booth was in the row right behind ours. And we were so busy that it wasn't until almost 4 o'clock on Sunday when I was like, oh my God, I meant to go say hi. And when I went over there, she was like, where have you been? And I'm like, I've been right here, right in front of you on the other row. So it's pretty cool. We're hoping to do some collabs. She did. So any of you that went to Aquashella, if you saw the artwork on the badges and just the Aquashella artwork that was done, she's the one that did that. And she's really awesome. So I'm trying to get her to do a shrimp thing. I guess, I don't know what you'd call it, a print or whatever, and see if we can do a collab that way. And, I know it's art and fish keeping and shrimp keeping, but, you know, since she did the badges at Aquashella, I think it's very appropriate. She's local here and she keeps fish. So, pretty fun stuff. Can you have bamboo shrimp with the other shrimp? Yeah, you can. Most people don't because it looks odd. You have a big giant monster shrimp and then these little bitty shrimps. Sure, big dog. I have them with mono shrimp right now. See, that's why I love having everybody because we all have different experiences or different strains or different waters or whatever the case may be, different size aquariums. And we get to share this knowledge and create a much stronger knowledge base for everybody to kind of learn from. And I always say it, what works for me may not work for you. So I can give you all the advice in the world, but it's completely different in your situation. So it may not work. So have fun with it, play with it. Happy birthday. I don't even remember. Happy birthday to you. How does that birthday song go? Somebody sing it for me. Oh, hope y'all are enjoying some coffee. I know I am. I didn't want to get up this early. I really didn't. But, you know, at some point, no matter what time you go to bed, you wake up at the same time. And I don't know if that means I'm definitely old, but it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I wake up at a certain time, no matter what. And the more I want to sleep in or sleep late because I got the day off, I have nothing to do, it's my birthday, whatever the case may be, I wake up bright and early before the sun comes up or whatever. And I'm like, oh, crap, now I can't go back to sleep. Well, might as well get up. Monster Fish Gal, hello. Hello, Lori. Who else snuck in here? Dennis Christensen, hello. And I saw Nicole. I was looking at the little video that I did with your daughter. She's so awesome. That was so fun. And yes, I'm going to put that in a video somehow, some way. Ian snuck in here. Has anyone bred the bamboo shrimp? I never hear. No, I think it's because they're one of those like the Amanos, the brackish water, freshwater thing is very critical in their spawning, breeding, hatching process. So I think that's why it may not be something that's done commonly. There might be people trying though. I've just never. No. I got too many other scrimps to worry about. And fishies. You know, I have at the shop, and it's probably complete disaster right now because the after Aquashella hangover is in full effect at the fish room. But before Aquashella, I had noticed that my catapunks were breeding, and I had a bunch of little fry in there. The clown killifish are breeding, The least killifish are breeding. Of course, all of the shrimp are breeding, uh, especially the snowballs. I have a little tank of snowballs. Hopefully, we got the snowballs out of stock on our website because we pretty much sold out of everything, except for what I'm working on and breeding. Because that's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to is being able to do both and have the homebred options, which, especially starting where we're at, it's going to take a while to build up that homebred stock. So we're going to have to rely on bringing stuff in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And plus, there's a lot of strains that I don't have, and a lot of home breeders don't have. So I'm going to have to get some stuff in anyways. So yeah, we're working on it, and we'll definitely be doing um, some expanding, especially after how everything went with Aquashella. Big Tank Hank, what's up? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in forever. But yeah, and that's like I said, I can't explain how well Aquashella was because I didn't really get to walk around and enjoy it, experience it as much as somebody else. Like Jess, she had the opportunity and she was involved with some other things. Really, the only time that I walked away from our booth area was to go to the bathroom or do stuff with the shrimp contest. Everything else, I really didn't have a chance because it was crazy, crazy. And I'm very proud of me and Jason. I think we did really well. Um, did we learn some things? I think we learned quite a bit about how to and not to set up booths or to prepare or to stock or to tear down. Um, but overall, I mean, I think everything was beautiful. I got a big, huge, giant banner. It says "Keeping It Shrimpable," has "I Love Shrimp" on it. Papa Shrimp logo. That was cool looking. Um, Business cards, stickers, magnets, T-shirts. So I did a bunch of branding while I was there, as well as all of the guppies that we had there to offer. The plecos that we had, there was some really nice plecos, and I wanted some, but we had to leave them for our crowd. The clown killifish, they were gone like that, and I thought we had plenty, but nope. And we almost rebagged some more to take them back up Sunday, but then I would have started having to pull out some of my breeding pairs, and I didn't want to do that. Sorry, guys. You can order them online when they're ready. I did a big goof mistake yesterday. I noticed that HOB wasn't running in one of the tanks. Well, I didn't check if it went bad. Well, it did. All the tequila godiads didn't make it. Uh, oh no. You know what? I have to say that my favorite hang on back filter right now is the Fluval C series hang on backs. Um, I don't like the aqua clear version as much as I like the Fluval version. I know the aqua clears have Fluval name on it because they're owned by Fluval, but the new C2s, C3s with the multi compartment, um, multi stage, it's 5-stage filtration. Those are really good and they don't get stuck as bad. Um, but I've also had filters that I thought went bad. And then once I take them apart, take the impeller out, clean it all off, um, they get better, but there's nothing you can do. Like you said, when they go bad like that, and then it gets into your tank, and ugh. How's my back feeling? Oh no. Excellent question. Better. Um, it was pretty rough yesterday, and there was I had a lot of stuff I needed to do because I hadn't been here at home doing anything for like a week. So I took my son to go pick up his paycheck, and we were just standing there. And I looked at him and I was like, uh-oh. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't think so. I'm just not going to move for like 5 minutes. And I just stood there while I let the back spasm just slowly. I could feel it. And it was telling me, if you move, I'm going to make you hurt. So I stood there until the spasm went away and then slowly walked. And as the more I move, the better it is. It's the sitting down and being in a rested position. Yeah, my back reminds it starts to spasm. So I got to keep moving. Oh man, that sucks. You know, it's always one of those things when you go and do something and then come back to it. That's just it's horrible. Got a pair of red rose guppies and a teeny tiny pair of Australian killies from y'all this weekend. Love them. Awesome. Yeah, I have. Now we should have a bunch of different killies because we did some trading before Aquashella, and that's why we were able to bring a lot of the stuff that we did. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing with some killies, or maybe Jason will play with some killies again. We're trying to figure out what he's gonna do with his fish room at home. So we're trying to figure out what kind of breeding projects. And he was really good with the rainbow fish and the killies for a little while. Maybe he can get back into that. I think whatever his project is at home is going to be 100% dependent on time constraints, and availability, um, which he doesn't have much of. Well, at least you didn't lose everything. Okay, I have Bunny's birthday stream scheduled. Hey, everyone. Yeah, I'm sorry mine wasn't scheduled. Like I said, I thought I was going to be on the morning show. So it's all fun, anyways. It's, what do you do? I made sure, though, I didn't have to go to work. I told Jason before Aquashella, I said, the Tuesday after Aquashella, I'm not doing nothing, which I'll probably do something, but I just wasn't going to drive 60 miles into town. I just, nope, nuh-uh, ain't gonna. I don't wanna. You're changing to all sponge filters for that section of the fish room. Yeah, sometimes everything happens for a reason, right? That's what they always say. At least, they say when bad stuff happens, and then you got that way it's not so bad. Well, everything happens for a reason. Well, that doesn't make it any better. uh, so I want to see if I did something or not. I'm going to look here, and I should have done this if I did complete it. If I did complete it, I should have published it, but like I said, we get overwhelmed with stuff, which I believe that's kind of what happened. So I'm trying to see if I did this video. I put together a pretty cool video that I was gonna can't do two things at once. It's too early. I was gonna post this video because it was a little like a Aquashella thing, but I didn't because I don't know, I just got caught up with stuff. But I don't even think I like posted it. I might have. I mean, I don't think I, what do you call it? Encoded it, edited it, all that fun stuff. I'm just trying to find, if I did, I put it somewhere and I don't know where. New local Austin. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, that's why, like I said, I wanted to have everybody hang out. It's no morning, there's no aquatic morning shows because Jess's throat is, or her voice is gone. And she was saying that she was in a little bit of pain. So figured, what the hey? Let's hang out. Let's have some birthday fun. I'm trying to look at my videos. You know what? Maybe I'll just open this and find out because I'd love to share it with you. I thought I did pretty good. It was only like a minute and 20 seconds. Blanket hello to all slipping in and out of consciousness. Well, hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Joe. What's up? I love shrimp. Man, it was good to see you. Joe was busy too. I mean, I barely saw him in passing here and there, because he was at the JBJ booth. He had aquascaping to do. He had his booth to do, plus the creator stuff to do. So, yeah, it was. Hi, Barbara. Thank you very much. It was very hard to get around and do everything, see everybody, and just kind of enjoy or sit and chat. Forget it, forget about it, forget about it. Let's see if I exported this media. See, that's the fun thing about doing a pop-up. There's no format, there's no expectations. I can kind of look at my video files and everybody can hang out and chat. Good morning, Sherry. Yeah, the booths kept you busy. Yeah, I know. I could barely get away. It was crazy. I think this Aquashella was just a success as far as the amount of people. Both days, I thought Sunday this year was much busier than Sunday last year. Thank you, Sherry. I'm now back to working on store slat walls and racks today. Yeah. How's your back doing, Joe? I know mine's oof, not happy. Mine's not happy at all. But you're young. My computer's like, no, I don't want to. Okay, so let me explain or talk about my rookie mistake this year. I told y'all last week I'm burnt out. I'm at Barber's for my day at Spa Before Store. I got you. um, so here's my story. I told y'all that I did this clown killifish video, and while I was working on it, I ran into some storage problems on my laptop. It's full, right? So in the process, I did go buy a 32 gigabyte thumb drive and I offloaded a bunch of files onto it, filled it up completely in one shot, put that thing off to the side, cleared up some space. I was able to do some editing. Well, at the end of the editing process, ran into more memory issues, and I was thinking I was doing some good things, so I deleted the files and it wiped out my video. So, no big deal, right? Well, I lost the video. Big deal. But moving on, getting ready for Aquashella, right? No big deal. Grabbed my laptop, my chargers, my cell phone, grabbed everything I can. And I'm sitting there starting to do the video on the shrimp contest because I'm going to do a really good, in depth, focused video on the shrimp contest, right? Hey, what's up, bipolar? Good to see you. So I go out there and I start filming, and I'm filming and I'm filming, and I get to about the fourth tank, fourth out of 42 some odd tanks. I get to the fourth one. My phone says exceeded maximum storage capacity. Beep, beep, beep. So no more recording. Okay. So much for that Saturday morning. And then go to the booth. Busy, 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 busy. So I know I can't take any pictures. I can't do anything with my phone. It's complete waste to me. I didn't bring my fancy camera because I didn't want to carry around that big luggy thing, and it's a pain in the butt. Anyways, so I go. We decide Jason's going to go Saturday night back to the shop, bag some more plants, bag some more fish to bring them back for Sunday. So I told him I'm going to go to the dinner because I'm starving, and then I'll come early in the morning Sunday and go to the shop first, bag some more shrimp, bag some more plants, and then go to the Aquashella. So I did the went to the shop. 5:30 a.m. I got up Sunday morning, drove an hour to the shop, get there, get my laptop out, and start moving stuff from my phone to my laptop. Well, my laptop doesn't have any more room. Remember, idiot? So I'm sitting there going, well, how do I have anything to offload my files to? And I'm not going to set up Google Sync or whatever, Google Drive, OneDrive, Adobe Cloud, any of that stuff. I'm just like, I'm trying to bag shrimp over here. My computer's telling me it's full, so I can't get the stuff off my phone that I need to so that I can have space on my phone so I can record all of this while I'm still on my first cup of coffee, trying to rebag fish with my back all sore and going, ah. So I find some files that I can delete and do away with. So I delete, 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 delete. I find some files on my computer that I know I already have backed up. So I delete, delete, delete. I offload a couple files onto the computer, and I go and I record, and I do only the shrimp contest. Basically is the only things I really recorded on my phone because I wanted to make sure I at least got that footage. So every time I say I'm going to be prepared and I'm not going to make the same rookie mistake I made the years before, hello, ta-da, some kind of rookie mistake happens. So yeah, total fail as far as from the creator's aspect of getting footage, getting shots of everybody. Um, yeah, I need I need to get my stuff out of storage. I need my own damn place. Ugh. Okay, that's it. That's my venting for the day. Anyways, it's a happy fun day. And I'm glad all of you are hanging out with me, making it fun. Hey guys, super busy at work, so can't chat, but I'm listening. What's up, Misfit? My channel is Amateur Hour. Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. It's Amateur Hour. I don't care. What the hey? We're all fam, right? We're all fish fam. But yeah, it was quite an experience. Uh, and it's those little things that you do that you don't think about. You think you have everything prepared. You have the checklist for this and that. And then I forget what it was that Jason looked at me and he was like, did you bring the whatever, the hoots at whatchamacallits? And I looked at him and I was like, and then he looked at me like, and we're like, Oh no. And it's just those moments. We don't have to say anything to each other. We just look at each other and like, dumbass. But at least, um, like I said, I'm very proud of what we did. His banner that it was a 20-foot banner, you know, 20 foot by 3.5 or 4 feet banner that I hung up there all across the back wall. I mean, it looked amazing. And then on the other side was the Papa Shrimp one. And that one, what, 5 feet, 6 feet wide, 3.5, 4 feet tall. It looked good. And then having a couple of aquariums with shrimp in it, I know it seems like something so minute, but to me, instead of just having a bunch of bags on the table, I had a couple of aquariums set up with the shrimp swimming around with mosses in it and stuff like that. So I think that was really cool. The kids loved it. The kids really loved looking up and being able to see the shrimp. So that was pretty cool. Um, but we learned a lot, and I think knowing how to display things and the traffic flow is something that's very critical for us to learn. And we'll probably do better, much better next time. But hopefully, I'll also be able to get around and spend more time with everybody. Good morning, Dee Dee. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've actually delete. Yes. Yeah, that's what happened is I thought since I already had it in Premiere and edited that I was like, "Oh yeah, I can get rid of these." No, you can't. Not until after you export it because it's linked to those files on your computer. Doe. What are y'all talking about, Fishimon? Oh, you dropped a new video? Cool. You dropped a new video. Y'all go check it out. And you know what? Do that and put hashtag I love shrimp. That way he knows you came from here. How about that, Fishimon? Let's share the love. I love shrimp. That was really fun. I didn't get as much I love shrimp as I was overwhelmed, busy, busy, busy.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
Nicole's daughter did that, and it was perfect. I was just expecting her to say, I love shrimp with me. But I said, I love shrimp. And she said, I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? She did the whole thing. It was awesome. And then she was like, it's so fun when you do it on your stream twice by accident. Oh, she was awesome. Yeah, so the stuff like that was really cool. Getting to see the kids, you know, the kids and their excitement of the shrimp, seeing how many kids were, they already have a certain color and now they wanted to get more and they're so into it, at a young age. And that's what we need. That's what this hobby needs is the kids. We need them enjoying it and carrying on this lifestyle of aquarium keeping because and they need to be successful at it. That's one of the things that what really got me into wanting to learn how to share what I know. I may not know everything and I may not know a whole lot, but what I do know, I want to share it because it sucks to know that maybe a kid wants a fish in an aquarium at 6 or 7 and the parents go get it and they buy all the stuff that the stores tell them to get and they buy the chemicals and they buy the heaters and they buy the neon lights and the plastic plants and this and that and they put it all in there and they throw the chemicals in and they throw the fish and they all die. The kid cries, well, and the parents were like, I don't know how to fix it, and they give up. And then the kid goes, I hate aquariums, man. When I was a kid, all I did was kill fish. We don't want that because then we've just lost a hobbyist. So I prefer that in ways to keep the glass manufacturers in business is that we sell more because they're successful. And then you have people like Dee Dee and myself and all of the us other multi-tank syndrome people to where we have multiple aquariums, not just one. We have multiple. Why? Because we were successful with this one, so we're like, ooh, let's do it again. That's the same way with kids. And if you get them to, ooh, I did it. I want another one. Mom, Dad, buy me another aquarium. This time I want a bigger one. So on and so forth. And then we have more hobbyists and being successful. And that's what I want to see. I don't care about sales. I really don't. I mean, I should. You would think I should be more business, blah, blah, bitty, blah, bitty. But psh, hello, I'm 53. It's, priorities. And for me, my priority is just enjoying loving shrimp, right? I love shrimp. What's up, Debbie? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know it's kind of a surprise. Freaky fish lady. I don't think you can have the orange dwarf crayfish with the shrimp. I mean, you can, but I think if the crayfish has the opportunity, he'll snack. I think. I don't know. I have never kept them. So that's the other thing is if I haven't done something, it's hard for me to give you advice on it. So I prefer doing giving advice on stuff that I have done. But luckily, we have a large panel of people that can also give advice. And that's what we do. Let's see. Oh, okay. True. True. I would hope so. I mean, this weekend, financially, for me, it was basically I put everything I have into this weekend. Everything. Every single thing into this weekend. Did I hope to see a direct return financially? Yes. But more so is future stuff. And again, I just want to share my passion, keeping it shrimple. I love shrimp, small tanks, big tanks, fish, guppies, nanofish. I love it all. Plants, mosses, people. We're all nerds. It's so nice to see that there are so many fish nerds like us. But yes, money does come into play. That's why I do this because I want to be able to, the money that I do have, I'm going to put it right back into the shrimps. And hopefully, in the end, there's still a little bit left over for me to feed myself. That's really the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. Claudia Adames. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. You're welcome for the pick. See, and that's the other thing. Meeting people, new people. And there's so many people that I heard, "Yeah, I watch your show all the time." Oh, wow, really? Leave a comment. Let me know. That was really, really cool. It, like I said, I'm proud of us. We did an excellent job. Sales or not, um, definitely just meeting the people, getting to talk to them face to face. And you don't know how many people told Jason, you need to do more videos. And he's like, I know, I know. So it was a lot of that, which, yes, hopefully it'll get him back into doing more videos. Yeah, uh, chances are they're gonna snack on them. See, I don't think here's I'm been talking about this video that I did, and I don't think I can do it because there's too much stuff on my computer. When I try to go to export and export media, I have this little icon, frame substitution, recursion, aborting after multiple attempts. Huh. So if I didn't put the video anywhere, which it doesn't look like I did, I'm so terrible. There's one last place I might have put it, and I'm going to check. It might have gone over here for whatever reason. Nope. Man, that would have been a cool little video to share with you. And again, I should have done it before Aquashella, but I'm an idiot. So I didn't. Yep, can't find it. Can't find it. One day down the road. Yes. Like I said, I think more of anything, and Jess and Joe, they were there the whole time because of watching. I mean, they had their axolotls there that they were trying to sell. So a lot of times Jess would be like, the way it's set up isn't good. You need to, because people are leaving. It's too crowded in here. And I'm looking at her going, question mark, over my head, like, and it's too crowded in here. And that's a problem. But I knew what she was trying to tell me because it was so crowded in our booth that people couldn't come in. But the whole time they were walking by, I heard them, ooh, keeping a shrimp, ooh, Papa Shrimp, we'll come back, stuff like that. Chattering Aquatics, oh, I seen that guy on YouTube. And then people would come back. But the entire time we did have a full crowd in there in that booth, which to me, I don't know, we probably could have done it better and we probably will do it better next year. But Jason had a definite purpose in his mind to get people to come in and have to go around the entire booth in and out, and hopefully it'd be streamlined, and it worked as best as it could. So yeah, I think that in itself, like I told him, all of the people, especially local people, you don't know how many people in DFW didn't know we were located in DFW. So that's another good thing, and I think all of that pays off in the long run. It really does. But who cares about all of that fun stuff? It's my birthday. Hey, buddy. Lurking while I get ready for an appointment. See, let's see. I wonder, is anybody out there that wants me to send them a link? You want to jump up with me? Brooklyn, Dee Dee, Gina, Joe, you're probably driving or working. I know a lot of y'all are busy and you're working. You're used to lurking and working. Bunny has a Bday tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday to you. Finally gonna hit 21, huh? I would, but I'm about to head to work. Oh, well, that was the other thing. I got to meet Victoria Lee in person. Met Brooke Lee, of course, Jana. Who else did I meet that I didn't mention? Thunder Aquatics, Vibes Aquatics, Nicole from Poetic Song. The tiny opening in the booth made sense to catch people checking out, but it did make it so less people could fit in at once. Yeah, I know. uh, I know. There was there was a few things that I had wanted originally to do a little bit differently, like in the corners where that there were the two tables on the side and then the tables on the back wall. We had little gaps in the corners. What I wanted to do was separate the tables just a little bit, pull them out so I could put some racking, some shelves in there, and then put the foods and stuff there so we wouldn't have to have the front part that we had as a divider between the aisles and the walkway and the inside of our booth. It's just one of those things. We got a double sized booth this year, thinking that that would help. Because last year, imagine it in a 10 by 10 booth. It was insane. So this year we got double the size of the booth to have double the size of the room, but it still worked out the same. That it was just so packed that it did make it uncomfortable at times. Everybody's birthday is this week. Hey man, that's cool. Bunch of Leos. Roar. But that's what I'm saying, Nicole. That's our second Aquashella as a vendor. We've done little expos, we've done, the auctions, but as a vendor at Aquashella, that's our second one. So like I told Jason, it just now we know what we know for the next time, and we'll be better, even better then. But as far as we're getting things that we will be able to use, like my banner. I can use my banner for Evermore. He can use his banner for Evermore. The cards, the sticker designs, whatever. We have things in place already that we won't have to redo or redesign for the next time unless we make really big drastic changes. You can't imagine that booth being half of what it was. Yeah, go check out on my video. I mean, my video list. There's a short from last year that just says Jadwin Aquatics booth 1106. It's half the size, and it's still just as packed as it was this weekend. Oh my goodness, it was. I couldn't even stand in there. I had to stand away, and that's why I had met Lisa from LaCree Fine Arts because she was across the aisle. I spent most of my time across the aisle because there was just too many people. It was too congested. Garlic breath and cabbage farts fixed the overcrowding issue. Yeah, but it was a good thing. We wanted people in there. We really did. It's just uh, how much what of it did we have that was overkill? And that's the other thing is when you take live fish, you put them in a bag and you put them out there for display, and then people are picking them up every 2 seconds, picking up that bag. You know, that's a lot of stress on the fish. And then they pick up the bag and they go, well, the fish looks like it's not very colorful. Well, yeah, it's just been picked up 3,000 times, and now you're picking it up and bringing it to me. Be nice, be gentle. Look at the pictures. That's what they're there for. Every bag has a picture of what the guppy's going to look like. Every box had a label of what the guppy looks like. We had posters of what the guppies look like. But I get it. It's kind of like when you go to a fish store. You don't just say, yeah, give me a couple fish out of that tank. You're like, give me that one and that one. And then you make the guy sit there and chase it around for 10 minutes so you get your specific. I get it. We've all done that. And then people say, well, do you have any pregnant ones? So, well, no, maybe. I don't know. Well, could you sell me just the pregnant ones? No. We don't get a whole lot of pregnant ones from Sam. Because he's the breeder. So sometimes it happens though that they do get pregnant. We need some ideas for the fish fan booth at the Keystone Clash. I have a large monitor to show fish fan videos, and we'll have stickers, but that's about it. And it's a large booth. And you know what? That was something that I even thought about, Rico, about having uh like a video, a big I wanted to take my big TV and put it up and then have videos of shrimp and fish and all the stuff that we had, so that way they wouldn't have to look at every little bag. But yeah, well, a lot of the ideas I believe will come from the people. But if you need any print stuff, of course, you probably have a printer. Jason also has a lot of good ideas, or any printer probably would have some good ideas that the printers, because when they get hired by big companies to do their event print work for their display units and everything, so the print guys might have all of those racking things that are light, but you can just put the print work, custom print work on the banner, all of that event display stuff. You like the labels? Yeah, the pictures on the fish, and Jason's really, really anal about that. Every bag of plants had a picture of the plant, and every fish had a label on it with the picture of the fish and its name and the price. We got a little bit miscommunicated on some of the shrimp that we were going to have versus what we did have. So on the shrimp side, there was a lot of handwritten or whatever. And the first day, I didn't have any of my labels. I was like, "You didn't print me any labels with things for the boxes." And he was like, "Yeah, I did. You left them at the shop." I was like, "Dope." But Sunday we had them. I saw someone in a vid with bags over poles, two bags tied together over a dowel. You can see all the bags without lid. Yes, I saw that too. And that's another good idea. I think also Jason from Primetime Aquatics, I saw a picture of his booth up there somewhere, and he had that kind of a system where all the bags were hanging. Maybe it was Jason or maybe it was KG Trop. I don't know. But I saw that where they hang the bags so that way you could just look at the bag. Ooh, you're going to be up in a few? Do you want me to send you a link? Let me send you a link. Dun dun dun. Let's see. You know what? I am not going to lie, Rico. I was concerned because I set up, like I said, I set up a couple of nano tank aquariums. And I was like, man, it's going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to be, I don't know. I was just worried that I was going to run into all kinds of problems by having aquariums with some shrimps in it. But it actually, to me, it made all the difference in the world on my little table to have those two aquariums with the shrimps and all the shrimp products and everything that I had. And it filled up that space because, yes, I had a banner and I had a table with product on it. But having that little double aquarium set up really filled in that space. And I don't know, it just gave it a little bit more. I don't know. It kind of looked a little bit more professional, in my opinion. But, anybody that was there, you tell me, Nicole, what did you think of what you saw? Did it look okay? Did I do a decent job of my little table of setting it up and making it look like me? Good morning, Crypt Keeper. Thank you very much. Appreciate you stopping in while you can. Say hello and wish me happy birthday. That's pretty awesome. Ah, we were raffling a 55-gallon tank with Stan and a 29-gallon tank with Stan. Awesome. New local awesome. It looked great. Cool. I appreciate that. Like I said, we're learning. And I was surprised Jason didn't have the little setup that he had last year with the little containers and lights that had all the guppies in it so you could see them that way. But see, again, despite having a little display with all of the guppies in there that people could look at and then just grab a bag and know that it looks like that, people still, every it's like if they go through every at one point we had kind of, I guess, the fish police. um Kaylee recognized Papa Shrimp as we reached the end of the row, so I'd say you did I. Thanks, Nicole. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, we had one point where there was this kid, and it was like he started at one end and he'd pick up a bag and look at it, put it back down, pick up a bag, inspect it, put it back down, and he went through every bag, and then he'd find one. Sir, there's a dead fish in here, and I'm like, oh, thanks. And I toss it in a bucket with all the other bags that I didn't have time. But he went through and he got about halfway done, and he was like, he'd given me 3 bags where one of like the male had died or whatever. So put those all in a bucket so that we could separate them. But we don't have time right now, and I'm going to mess with dead fish in front of people. But he got done and he was like, "Oh, okay. Well, thanks." And I was like, "Are you done? And did you get all of them? Can you go back and double check and make sure that any hasn't passed yet?" I was, because you're doing a great job and I don't have to do it if you're doing it. It was pretty funny. Were there more fish fan people at Aquashella Dallas that I didn't get to meet? Probably. Brooklyn, it was crazy. And I know there was a lot of people that we just didn't have time to connect or are timid or I didn't recognize, even though they recognized me. There was a lot of that, but there was a lot of where I did recognize people, and they were like, "Oh, I'm surprised you remember me," and I was like, "Oh, of course." Thank you very much, Holly. Appreciate it. You were there, but I guess I didn't recognize you because I didn't see you anywhere either day. We need something that's pretty static that doesn't take a lot of manpower to do too. Nobody is going to want to hang out in the booth all day. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I wonder what. Yeah, have games, but what kind of games? What kind of games would everybody do that would be kind of cool? How could you keep it, fish related if you wanted to? I mean, I would think. Trouble is, Fish Fam looks like everyone else. I know we're all a bunch of nerds. We are, but it's cool. It really is. It's nice to see such a big turnout of people and just the diversity of people and personalities and income levels and cultures, and just it is so vast in the fish fam, in the fish community, aquarium community. It's just wow, really, really cool. Sorry, didn't mean to make it about the clash again. Happy birthday, effer. It's all good, man. We need ideas. It's stuff like that. Like I said, I have no format. I have nothing planned for today. Um, there's no structure. I don't care what we talk about. It's I'm just glad everybody's hanging out and having some fun. It's a great way to start my birthday morning, right? With everybody hanging out. My son's asleep, so I got to wait till he wakes up to hang out with him, anyways. Or he might be awake, but he's just hiding out in his room, going, "Ugh, my dad's streaming again." I sent it to your email, Dee Dee. Everyone loves a drawing for free fish or moss, not a game. But what do you know? I'm assuming that's what that thing means. Yeah, fishing pole with the magnet, paper fish. Next time, Brooklyn. I just enjoyed those times standing by you two hanging out or watching you work that tank. Hey now. That's all anybody could do is stand there and watch Brooklyn. She wouldn't let anybody help. Hello.
Look, this is what you get.
I don't care.
Happy
I'm
birthday,
saying
Mama
that way too
Shrimp.
much. Awesome. Love it.
I was cleaning since
Let's
Jess
see.
said she wasn't going. It's like I got broccolitis and I moved something in a closet, which meant you had to move another closet, another closet, another closet, and another closet. So,
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get a bunch of I love shrimps, but I was so busy I didn't get enough.
I am
Trying.
having a hard time working this chat today. What's wrong?
Yeah, they
Oh,
did at Aquashella Rico. They did do some cornholio. Cornholio.
oh Lord. Cornholio. That sounds like a game I wouldn't want to
Cornholio.
be in.
Easy for my bunghole.
That just was never a nice word idea. I can't think of the other word right now.
Edie coming in hot. She is a shrimp addict. See, I like the way it used
I,
to be where stuff happens, and now it's like shrimp addict.
well, stuff still happens, but I'm a lot of things. I'm full of shit. I'm everything.
I know, Nicole. I didn't mean to say cornholio. I meant to say cornhole. But
But cornholio is the name of a turkey on was it Animal
Beavis and Butthead.
Sanctuary
I am
in
cornholio.
Texas. Cornholio. I made a cornhole game though for my husband one year.
I never understood. Well, I guess I do. I have too many redneck friends to say I don't understand cornhole, but then again, I'm sure people say that about washers, and some people say that about horseshoes, and to probably say that about darts.
Well, you know that. No, this is my late night remark. I'm not going to go with.
Just wait for my bungle.
Sharpie, you should have known to check the toilet paper roll before you sat down. You know better. You always look around before you sit down.
Yep. It's got to be like when I was in the military. You carry a roll with you. Keep an extra roll. Always.
I keep rolls into cars because you just never know. If you gotta go, you gotta go. You don't get a choice sometimes. If
I'm
I
looking at
pulled
all
on
your
Mama,
fish. That
if
tank's
she if
pretty.
she like if she ate out, at a restaurant and it didn't hit her stomach right, we lived 30 minutes away from town. I have
Ooh.
seen her run to the woods many, many, many times with a roll of toilet paper in her hand on the way home.
You're going to the class, right, Dee Dee?
Yes.
So, what kinds of things do you think could happen at the booth that Rico is going to have? Because he said it's, a big giant booth, but he's not going to have a whole. He doesn't have like giant displays or any of that. So he's thinking of ideas of what he could do
Oh.
to fill up, kind of, make the booth more engaging.
Um, oh, let me hook up this other computer real quick.
That's it right there. That's it right there, Rico. There's your
Have
plan.
people come
You
and
get
sit
a nice
down.
big fluffy chair. You put Dee Dee in it, and you put a sign there, $5 for autographs, and you'll have that booth full.
Yeah, right. You'd be like, nobody's coming to see me today. Wonder what's wrong. They come to see me on live streams, but he's planted this in front
What's a
of it.
what's a quote? Fishymon said, "What about quotes?"
Hmm.
Maybe it's a misspell. Hey, Crown Tail, good morning. Thank you very
Well,
much.
what ideas do they already have for Fish Fan committee? What do they already have?
Charts. A Dee Dee hugging chair. There you go. A hugging booth.
I can do that. I worked the door at a bar. A friend of mine owned it. It was called Hula's, and so he
Mhm.
bought a box of those plastic lays. And when they would come in, I said, "Do you want to get laid?" And they're like, "Yeah!" I'm like, and I just flip one over their neck. I'm a tease. I ain't gonna bust a grape.
That's funny, funny. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see if I can do this with my camera.
Oh, Lord, that sounds dangerous.
It might be.
Fun for fish. Quickly says, I think a pong table, a holy board, or toss across would be very engaging and fun for Fish Fam to get to spend time together.
Hmm. Trying to see if there's ways to.
There's always a way. Think positive. Hey, Crantail.
This is the two aquariums I had set up at Aquashella. Can't zoom, but I have them set up here because, well, I wanted to, and I just threw a bunch of moss in one. This other
Oh, that's right.
this other one has moss and shrimp in it. And look at this pearl weed. This is the pearl weed I was selling this weekend.
Wow. Nice.
Mm-hmm. But the
Fishy
shrimp are
Mon.
tiny.
Good try, buddy.
The shrimp are tiny. Let's see. Ooh, focused. You might see one swim around.
You know what would be cute for the booth? If they would have somebody paint them up one of those, those little things where you just have the hole cut out and have like two fish holding hands or something, and you put your little face in there and take pictures together.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
stupid. That's stupid enough. It might work.
Here, let's try this. I'm going to try throwing a little piece of food and see if the shrimpies will come out. I got this is my first try to use this food. I got it at Aquashella. See, I like to spread love when I'm at Aquashella, so I went to Grant's booth and I bought
Mm-hmm.
some of the shrimp MV complete food. I went to Eric's booth. I bought shrimp and mosses. Um, I went around and I really tried to, spread the love a little bit to everybody else because, we got to support each other.
That's what I try to do. I'm trying to add something from as many people that I can handle. That the type of stuff that I keep.
Oh, look, put the food in there and the shrimp's already coming out.
And what are those shrimp?
These are red galaxies.
Oh,
They're tiny, but I can already see by the markings they're going to be awesome when they get a little bit bigger.
a good idea, fisherman.
Have a kissing booth with Dee Dee.
Now he said to have a dunk booth of Rico stand as the donkey. Well, if it was in Aquashella, Dallas, probably anybody'd be willing to be the donkey this weekend.
And they can all wear white Papa Shrimp shirts.
Yeah,
White shirt.
there you go. Wet t-shirt contest all the way. Looks like the fish fan was like, y'all can't come no more. That's
Right.
your last class. You'll be coming too.
So, how about, do you have any birthday ideas for me of what I should do for my birthday?
So you got to spend you got your son there, right?
Yep.
What's close by to you?
Like, there's no really Petco, is the closest fish store. Um, we don't have anything much out here. There's a Walmart.
Well, sometimes that's like going to the zoo. It'll work in a pinch. You have to improvise sometimes. Um, so you don't have any like nature stuffies.
No, I mean, we have a movie place here that they call Film Alley. It's got the bowling, it's got an arcade, and all of that fun stuff. But there's not really anything that I want to see at the movies, you know? I know that I'm definitely going to go to Walmart and get myself some cake mix and frosting and make myself a yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
I was getting ready to ask you. Do you like peanut butter?
Sometimes, yeah.
I like to take a big old heaping, like a regular tablespoon you put on in your normal, not a measuring tablespoon, just a regular one in your cabinet, and just put a big old dollop of peanut butter in the chocolate frosting. And it makes them
Mm.
good. Oh, Fishy Mom said they could have a wet t-shirt, but only men in it. Yeah. Let them see how it feels.
Yeah, I'd love to go out and have a good meal or, you know, that's your favorite cake. That's my favorite cake too. Yellow cake with chocolate frosting. I know
My
it's
husband loves
simple,
it when I make those too.
but it's my favorite, favorite, favorite. And you know how hard it is for people to make a good yellow cake moist?
It's hard.
Yeah, apparently. I've never had an issue, but I've had other people here, I made a cake for you. And then I'm like, ugh, that's the worst cake ever.
And I'll tell you what, when you get that box cake, instead of water, use milk.
I used the super moist Betty Crocker.
Well, even then, dress it up. If it calls for 3 eggs, add four. And instead of oil, use butter if you have it.
Right?
And it will make it taste basically like a homemade good tasting cake. What kind of restaurants y'all got that you like over there?
Of course, we got Texas Roadhouse. I love me some steak.
Oh, we don't have one of those. Oh yeah, we do. We do. Oh, is that the one with the peanuts? You throw the peanut holes on the floor.
Yes, I believe so.
I haven't been. We just started going back out since we went to Pennsylvania. It's like, well, gosh, if we can eat in a restaurant up here, we could eat in a restaurant down there.
Good morning, Uncle
So
Bo.
we go into a few places. Yeah,
Yeah,
their steaks are good though.
normally I have, well, I used to have like a cookout and my sons would come over. We'd go watch a movie and then come back and do a nice big cookout and stuff. But we haven't done that in a while, and I don't really want it. I mean, I want to cook, but I'm going to do a cake. That's enough for me in the kitchen. The rest, I'd love to go out and have a nice meal. Probably just be me and Joey, but we're going to hang out and have a good day.
But the kid, her birthday was Saturday, and she wanted a strawberry cake. So I made her a strawberry cake. Well, she doesn't really eat cake. So every piece that she says, "Oh, I want a piece of cake," I end up throwing 95% of it in the garbage. But she don't eat it. She likes a little bit of the frosting, and then she's done with it. She wants the ice cream that comes with it. And it was a really good strawberry cake because I doctored it up. Even though it started with a box, I still doctored it up. And it does really help.
There they are.
Oh.
Now they're starting to realize there's food in there.
You took your banner down.
Who took my banner down?
Yeah, did you take your banner down?
Uh, I didn't have a banner up.
Yeah, there was a little banner running at first, I thought.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me see. That banner. I was like, what do you mean banner? I don't have nothing behind me.
Oops.
I do appreciate everybody hanging out. And thanks for hanging out with me, Dee Dee. And I was like, oh man, no morning show. What are we gonna do for hangout?
I know. She just couldn't talk at all, and she just didn't feel good. And... Oops, that's not there. Lord have mercy. I have so much trouble.
I'm not a big fan of frosted cake either. I'll take cookies instead. So that's why I like the classic chocolate frosting and yellow cake because it's not. I don't like this new stuff, the whipped frosting that's like all sugar. You know that you have to scrape off the cake in order to eat it because it's too sweet. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old, but I can't do that super sweet stuff. But the chocolate frosting, I can eat that with a spoon, right out of the can. I love that chocolate frosting. So yellow cake. Hey,
I like the fudge one.
well, happy birthday tomorrow, Bunny Viper. If we don't see you, I should be streaming tomorrow evening. So if you're around and not partying too much, come join me, and I'll wish you a happy birthday tomorrow on the stream. Good morning, Stillwater. Thanks for joining us. Jennifer Weaver. I don't know if I said hello, but hello. Good morning. I'm just so excited because as I was thinking about it last night, I had the two aquariums. And so I was like, I need an aquarium set up here in my room.
Yeah, it's when you don't have one.
Life is not fun without an aquarium nearby.
Yeah, even if it's just a little something,
Yeah, and these are perfect. I mean, they're easy to set up. And I mean, look at the water clarity. This thing's been set up for 12 hours. Well, maybe about 16 hours. Look at how clear the water is. It's just this biostratum. I really like it. I've had really good luck with it. I have no water clarity issues immediately. I mean, just right off setup comes out really nice. I believe that it has pretty good bacteria infused in it. It seems to be like it almost seems like I can set these up, put water in it, and put fish and shrimp in it, and I will have zero issues.
Well, I bought some of that stuff and I've used it in my last few tanks. Plus, I have my little sponge filters, sitting in another existing tank. So I add that too. And of course, just putting shrimp in the tanks, and there's not a whole bunch of them, but I
How's it
haven't had
working
any
for you?
issues.
How are you liking it?
I'm okay with it because it's like I haven't noticed any issues with it. I've done it on 2 or 3 tanks now. In fact, I had to go buy a second bag because I had to add another shelf. So, I had to put tanks on the shelf if I had a shelf. And I'm starting getting them ready because I know I'll buy something somewhere. I know somebody's going to have a shrimp I haven't seen yet.
We always do. I mean, I want now that I've seen it, I want a orange eye red tiger.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me about that.
I saw them there at Aquashella. Somebody had them, you know, one of the contestants, and it just the red body was clear, see through, but it had a red hue to it, and the stripes were red with the orange eyes. That thing looked amazing. So hopefully later today, I'll edit the video and get it published so everybody can see
Cool.
them.
Yeah. I just sent you something for your birthday.
Aw,
Maybe we can
thank
go
you,
get you
Dee.
a bite to eat there on me.
Awesome.
Of course, you might have to go to Walmart at the deli.
I know, right? As much as it costs to eat these days,
Oh,
hell,
Lord. Oh, I grew up with penny candy. Um, a Pepsi Cola was 10 cents, and I remember when everybody fussed when they went up to 12 cents for a standard, glass bottle Pepsi.
right?
Um, just, I mean, penny candy. I think now, like what was a penny candy now? You paid like a dime a piece for something stupid if you could even get it.
You
So
should have seen it at. Okay, so I'm sitting out there with everybody. They had the official hotel for Aquashella was the Renaissance Hotel, which is in the same parking lot area as Dallas Market Hall. Last year, it was the hotel was Anatole, which was across the highway, and they had to use shuttles for people to get back and forth from the hotel. So, people are talking about the hotel, whatever. So I went over there with Science Gal, with Carrie, Science Gal. It's so funny. We call each other by our channel names.
yeah.
But so I'm over there with Carrie and we're talking and everything. And so I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool hotel. I see all the valet and, it's high fancy dollar people and wearing their fancy clothes and everything. And I'm like, we're funny, fish people around all of these fancy people. Anyways, the next day we're waiting for dinner and everybody's gathering in the reception because it's like 108 degrees outside. So we want to sit in the AC and we're sitting there and they have the restaurant of the hotel right next to the lobby entrance. Well, I see this couple come out and they're walking out, and the man's like, I can't believe that shit. It was $40 for a freaking hamburger, a piece of asparagus, and some French fries. And she was like, what? You didn't like it? And he was like, I liked it fine, but it was 40 freaking dollars.
We paid 30 some dollars at Disney one time for 2 hot dogs, an order of fry, maybe a Coke or something. It was ridiculous. And we had to stand to eat it because there was no table. So It's like $30-some, and you can't even sit down and eat that hot dog. People bumping into you while you're trying to eat. It was terrible.
That was like the first time I took my son to a baseball game. I was like, it was just me and him. And I was like, that was the most expensive, boring time that I've ever had in my life. One, it was like 100 and something degrees in the middle of July before they put the roof over the baseball field here in Arlington. And it was horrible. The Rangers were losing 7-0 in the fifth inning, and just walking in, getting my son a hat, a souvenir program, a t-shirt, his hot dog, our drinks, some peanuts, and sitting down, I was already $160 into it.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, I'm still hungry." So I went and
Yeah,
I
they
ordered
are.
up 2 more hot dogs and another drink.
But there's nothing like a hot dog at a ball game, though.
I know, but
And
I'm sitting
popcorn
there
at the
like,
movie
"Ooh,
theater.
this is an awesome $15 hot dog."
June make those special brownies right up there. She's making brownies, but not the special ones.
I was just like, "Oh my God, I can't believe how expensive it is to do this nowadays." Because I remember when I was a kid, and it makes sense because when I was in South Texas, my dad took me across the border to Mexico to go watch baseball because he said it was a lot cheaper. And I didn't realize the difference until we came up here and went to baseball in Arlington when I was a kid. And, 50 cents in Mexico for a hot dog versus 4.50 here in Arlington for a hot dog. That was a big, big, big jump.
Well, go to the movies and buy a thing of pop, the bucket, and a drink a piece for two, and share the bucket of pop. It's $30 for popcorn and fountain cokes. 30
Ballpark
bucks.
hot dog, salmonella in a sub roll. No, you don't get
Yeah,
salmonella.
absolutely.
They cook it off.
They cook it off. Hey, you got to take one for the team, Sharpie.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you got to live. You got to live.
Tuesday is $6 movies all day. Is it? Where? At Cinemark? At which
See,
theater?
we have that. I
June.
think it's like 1 o'clock. You can go to the little matinee for like $6. But we eat before we go, and we take a candy bar in our pockets or something.
You know what
And
I
that's
need to
just
do?
what we do.
I need to log into my AARP account and see what kinds of goodies I get for my birthday for seniors.
I tell you what, we get real good discounts between hotel and stuff like that. I've never flown, so I've never used that discount, but we have saved money over the years on hotel expenses. So
I get those.
it's definitely worth that part. And I've let it expire.
I love my sister to death, but she signed me up for that. And then next thing you know, I started getting the emails and welcome to your membership for AARP.
Well, you even get a discount at like Denny's restaurant. Well, you used to. I don't know if you still do since I haven't used anything hardly since the pandemic. But yeah, if it don't save you but $3, that's the tip money for the girl. So it washes out.
Yeah.
They're going to see Bullet Train. Yes, the other night, the grandma came down. Butterfly's mama's mother came down for her Butterfly's birthday. And so she got here on Friday afternoon. She said, well, since I'm here, if y'all want to go somewhere, says, look, we getting ready to leave right now, whether you offered or not. You're here. We're going somewhere. I haven't been without this child for over 2 years. The two of us.
Yeah.
And of course, he's got a Corvette, and we never get to ride in it because it's always 3 of us. So 2 of us will go once in a while and take it out for a little ride. Well, me and him we went to town in the Corvette. Went to Red Lobster, had a meal. I didn't have to fight with a kid because she don't want to eat nothing that you bought her that she said she wanted. And then we went to Dick's Sporting Good, and she went like, I hate this store. We didn't have none of that. It was like, oh, this was so relaxing every once in a while. Because when you carry her to Lowe's, because she said, "Y'all going to Dick's Spartan Goods?" She can't find nothing she wants because there's no toys in it, for her. And so it's just nice for a change, not to have to fight to go.
I agree with Sharpie. There was a period of time where discontinued going to the movies at all. And I was like, no way. It's too expensive. I'm not spending the money. I have three children, myself and my wife at the time. That was way too much money to go to a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I don't know where I started getting the bug to go back and watch movies in the theater. It was like when Star Trek started coming back out and they redid the Star Treks. I was like, you got to see that in the theater.
Some movies you just have to see like that.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I started going back, and then I started realizing, well, they got these apps now. So if I get into this Cinemark club and I pay $7.99 a month, and then I get a discount for this and I get free movie tickets. Well, I started doing thinking, I'll just try it. Well, it ended up working out to where every couple of months, me and my son would go to a movie that came out without having to pay for the tickets at all. And then we get like a 20% discount on our concessions when we scanned our barcode. So I'd get the popcorn with the refill and the Cokes, and my son would get some candy, and we'd get the refill right there because I got a free refill. So let me go ahead and get it now. So we both have popcorn, drinks, and candy, and it was $16. And I was like, to go to the movies, sit in these nice, comfy electric chairs, put my feet up and have popcorn and a drink for $16, I'm there. And I started doing it a whole lot more. And it really became fun again to go to the movies without feeling like I just spent, my child's college fund.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Rico said he remembers 75 cents a gallon gas. Well, down here in the South, I can remember when it went from 32 to 34. And then about the time I was getting my learner's permit and stuff, they had the gas shortage where you can only get $2 every other day.
Right.
$2 worth of gas. And that's when I was getting to drive. It's like, daggone it. But that $2 would give us well over a quarter of a tank of gas. And we had a big old Tornado, so it burned it, pretty good because it had a big old 454 engine in it. But that's what we had. And
when
I remember 30
first
some
hit,
cents for gas.
when COVID first hit, and I remember that, nobody was doing anything. Everybody was all sheltered in place, hardcore. There was no toilet paper, no groceries anywhere. And I remember going to the gas and and it was $1.09. And I was like, I don't remember the last time it was when I remember putting gas in my vehicle when it was $1.09. I mean, that was crazy. But now we're back up to normal stuff. And you think about that. When was it that when we were younger? I remember a loaf of bread was like $1.05.
I
You get
remember
the
30 some cents.
yeah, just stuff like that. I remember going down to the tortilla factory down the street with a quarter, and I'd get 50 tortillas for a quarter. And now it costs you like $4 to get 12. It's just crazy how times have changed.
Rico's wanting to know what time are you planning to end time?
I figured I'll go. No, you don't have to worry about me. I figure I'll stop when Jess normally stops because that's normally when the morning show stops anyway. I just came on just for the heck of it. But you're not stepping on my toes at all. I'm the one stepping on everybody else's toes.
Oh, and when we were in Pennsylvania, we saw a drive-in movie theater. So I was asking my cousin, I said, is that thing still open? She said, yeah, there's another one within. She has two drive-in movie theaters within like 30-minute rides from their house in different directions. And it's so cool, It's like you could take $3 and you could see 3 shows, 3, 4, whatever they had. Of course, you had to leave by the last one most of the time.
They probably make it nowadays where you can just attach it to your Bluetooth headphones and listen to the audio.
Well, no, this one didn't look like it had been updated. It was on
Or
the
it's still
side
the
of
little
a
box
like
with
a
the
mountain
wires
here.
that you put on your
Yeah,
window.
yeah, yeah.
What was the Cheech and
So,
Chong skit that they did at the movie theater?
oh Lord, I used to watch everything they did.
Duck You Farley presents.
I still remember the one where they did the greenhouse and used the swimming pool. They emptied out the swimming pool, made it a greenhouse. That was a pretty good idea, though, really. And Claudia, she says she uses her AARP for her AT&T bill. See?
One right by my house. I'm in PA. Hi, Laura.
So,
Is your father is in
cool.
chat?
Do I,
I remember
oh,
25 cents gas, 25-cent cheeseburger, 25-cent large chocolate shakes. Shaking my head.
yeah, you used to go to like a Hardee's for less than $2. You ate a whole meal.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Fisherman had it harder than all the rest of it because he used to walk to school barefoot, uphill both ways. But some of them had to walk in snow, just like
Hey,
that. So, Fisherman, you had it easy.
I always tell my kids is, especially it was worse down here in Texas because it was 105 degrees when I was walking uphill both ways in the snow.
Yeah, yeah, it was rough.
That's funny, funny. Well, I'm
Now,
glad
I did
everybody's
have to
safe.
walk a long ways to catch the school bus down a dirt road with them. And I carried the way my high school ninth grade year was, I could not get to my locker from my last class in time to catch the school bus. So I would have to carry every book from like fifth grade on that I needed to take home. And then I might have to take home those two books even though I didn't have homework. So every day I had my mama made me a bag, and this thing was like this deep, and I'm surprised that my shoulder is still attached. So and that's how, and that was hurrying because my class was all the way to the other end. It's like, geez, Louise.
I remember
But
when I got my knee messed up when I was in football in seventh grade, and I had to have crutches, and I had to walk to school with my crutches, trying to carry my books and all that stuff. And I try to tell my children that story, and they're like, "Sure, Dad," just like you went uphill both ways. No, seriously, I had to walk to school using. Yeah, Dad. And I'm like, okay, never mind. I
yeah,
get
this
it.
is back before backpack days. Everybody still wrapped their
Yeah,
books in paper bags,
I still
you know,
remember when
brown
you
bags.
remember how you'd get the book covers and you'd put
Yeah,
them on your books and you'd fold them in a certain way so that way they'd protect your book and then everybody would
yeah,
sign them and by the end of the
because you would have
year,
to pay if you damaged your book.
yes,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
so much
important right
fun.
here.
First day of
My,
school, folding all your book covers and everything and all the
yeah,
advertisement from local businesses and everything on
yeah.
it.
And she made me this big old corduroy bag, and it was like a tote bag people get now for shopping, but that was back
Right.
before those things existed. But I had to walk a long dirt road, so you would have that bag. You would be doing this, and you switch it to this shoulder for a while. Switch. Now my name was Little Debbie back then because I was real tiny,
Oh,
and so my book bag weighed about almost half of my body weight, and it was a struggle, but I had some strong leg muscles.
I bet.
My bag is shot. A book bag would have been so easy, or to leave a little wagon or something at the end of the dirt road.
Right. Well,
Oh, see,
I also
Rico
want
got to walk down the railroad tracks. Yeah,
to let me see, just in case, and I didn't get to do a lot of stuff in time because I was just overwhelmed the past
Sharpie.
week. But I did, and I will have some made eventually. But for now, if anybody wants to go get you a shirt that says "I love shrimp," go check it out. See what you think. I didn't put any logos or anything on it. All it has is one of these shrimp, like what you see down here in the bottom of the screen, and then
Hmm.
hashtag I love shrimp.
Like the is that like this shirt?
Yeah, like t-shirts, but I didn't put my logo on it. I just
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
do a shirt for I Love
Oh,
Shrimp.
just a shrimp shirt, a real
Yeah,
shrimp shirt.
yeah, just a real shrimp shirt. Just I
And that
love
way, when
shrimp.
you go into a store, people can really think that you're super crazy.
Yes, exactly.
I wore my Mystery Snow Guardian shirt to the jewelry store yesterday. I came in my bling bling. So I got sparkles too, girls.
But anyways, no, thank you everybody for hanging out with me on my birthday. I appreciate it so much. It was fun, and I'm glad we got to kind of hang out in lieu of no aquatic morning show. But Jess will be back with us Thursday, I'm sure.
And she may do a stream tomorrow since she missed a day. So, just check that fishfam.link thing out.
Only Oscars. I love all six of my shrimp tanks. Awesome. Fishy ball.
Oh, is she
Little
becoming a shrimper too?
Debbie. Yes. June is becoming a
Cool.
shrimper too. Not just
Oh,
only
Lord.
Oscars. She's gonna have to put only Oscars and shrimp.
And bettas. And this and
And
that
that
and
and
that.
that.
And a nephew named Christopher.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. We'll see you again next time. Have a good one.
Happy
Peace.
birthday.
Thank you.